Hello everyone, it is Natasha here coming at you from Betty Gohard for our first live masterclass on the Becoming a Goddess masterclass. So I'm Natasha. I am the founder of Betty Gohard, and I just wanted to pop on and run through a couple of ideas and thoughts that I've had coming up, and just sort of talk a little bit about my upcoming bike confidence mastery concept, and sort of what we're doing there. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to share this to a couple of groups, and make sure that everybody can find us. So we'll just give me a second here to make sure everyone who wanted to come is able to see that we are up and running. I'll get rid of that one, and then I'll just tag a few people, let them know that we are going live, and see when we get some friends on here. Okay, so let's get started. If you are popping on, please say hi. I'd love to know who you are, where you're coming in from, and I've got some questions, so I'd love for some interaction so that we can make this a little more interesting than just me chatting. As I say, I am Natasha, and I started Betty Gohard way back in like 2002. If you're popping on, say hi. Let me know you're here. I'm not seeing comments right now, so if you guys are putting comments up, they're not here. So if someone pop up a comment so I can see if they're working. So I started Betty Gohard back in like 2002. The whole idea was about inspiring women to get out and have more fun. I wanted to really get women to step into that inspiring place, right? Where if we're if we're getting out and doing stuff, there's probably somebody else who's sitting on the couch thinking about doing whatever it is that we're doing. And we discount ourselves. We don't think that what we do is inspiring. We think that what other people do is inspiring, but what we do is kind of whatever. It's just what we're doing, right? I just started snowboarding. I've never done it before. I'm not that good. Well, no, but you went snowboarding for the first time ever, Oh, I went out for a bike ride. I wasn't very good. I couldn't climb up the hills. No, you just became a mountain biker. You took yourself out of the comfort zone and you stepped into that space, right? So my Betty Gohard concept was all about just helping people, women, step into how awesome that they are, right? And I started wine, cheese, and chocolate rides. The whole idea, if you're popping on, please say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. And I wanted to get women out having fun. It was purely just, commit to yourself, make one night a week, and get out on your bike. Get out and do something for you. And what I really noticed is if, women, when they sign up for something and when they put money down for it, their husbands get behind them 100%. Suddenly I had all these women whose dinners were made and the kids were taken care of. And hi, Caroline, please, if you're popping on, say hi. Let me know that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, please hashtag BGH. I'd love to know who I've got watching. I don't know if I'm seeing any comments. I can see that Caroline's in here, but not sure if I'm seeing any other comments. So pop some in there, let me know. Sometimes they don't work on the Facebook Lives. Right, so as I say, all about inspiring women. And I had this idea that I would create Facebook and that we would have this network of women that would get out and do fun stuff and inspire other women to do fun stuff with them. Fast forward, we are now in 2020. I have been working for the last 3 years on really figuring out what my message is and figuring out what it is I want to bring to the world through Betty Gohard. I really see that it's more than just learning skills. We can teach you skills. You can learn skills. You can watch YouTube. You can do so many things to get better on your bicycle. The thing is it doesn't seem to stick. Like, where are those skills when you need them, when you're about to drop in and roll that rock? Like, they're nowhere to be seen. Instead, you've got this fear that's yelling at you that this is terrifying. Let's not do this. We could get hurt. Don't do this, right? Like, where are all those skills? How is it that we have trouble integrating with the skills into ourselves? And I think I've figured out what it is. In fact, I know I've figured out the key here. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So the biking goddess, right? What is a biking goddess? Who is the biking goddess? What does, hi Deborah, what does being a biking goddess mean to you? So if you want to pop it in the chat, let me know, like, what does the word goddess bring up for you? Like, what do you think of when you hear goddess, right? Is it, I'm just trying to see if I have I'm not seeing any comments. But yeah, let me know. What do you think? What do you think of when you hear the word goddess? Is it something that is like, doesn't interest you? Does it make you feel warm inside? Like, who is a biking goddess to you? Like, if I was to call you a biking goddess, what would that make you think? Like, what would that mean for you in that space? As I said, I don't know if I'm getting the comments, but please comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear what that word does for you. Where do you feel it in your body? Okay, so just on that, we're going to just take a quick moment here, and we're going to just ground into that feeling of what the goddess is. So I invite you to just close your eyes for a second. We're just going to do a quick little grounding, bring ourselves into the space. And I just want you to think about your breath. So with those eyes closed, take a deep breath in. I want you to draw the breath all the way from your feet. Feel it coming in through your root chakra, coming up through the energy centers, breathing all the way to the top of your head, and exhale back out, relax. And then one more. Deep breath in, really feel that air. Notice it coming into your body, contract your muscles, your abs, draw it up to the head, and then just release. And as you're relaxing, I want you to sink into that feeling that you are a goddess. I want you to breathe one more time, bringing that air up, drawing it up all the way, engage those muscles, draw it all the way to the head, and then as you let it out, I want you to sink again into that feeling, I am a goddess. I'm going to do that one more time. So take a deep breath, bring it in through the feet, coming up through the body, engaging all of the muscles, bringing it into the head, and as you release, sinking in, I am a goddess. How does that make you feel? What does that feeling of being a goddess bring up for you? Write it in the comments. Let me know what that feeling is. What does the word goddess, how does that feel in your body when you're like, I am a goddess? For me, it's like a leaning in or leaning back even. It's like I just sink into this beautiful, warm space where I can do whatever I want. I am magic. I am warm. I'm strong. I have this beating heart that wants to give to the world, that wants to share with the world. You know, when I'm in that goddess energy, I'm not thinking about all the things that could go wrong. I'm not thinking about all the things that I have to do. I'm able to settle into being. Okay, so let's put that into biking. Can you imagine being able to sink into that goddess space when you're about to do something that scares you? Can you imagine how that leaning back, that feeling, that security that you get when you think about being a goddess could benefit you in your biking? What is a biking goddess? I know when I was talking to women about this, I had many of them, the course that I'm launching, it's not becoming a bike goddess, that's the masterclass we're doing, bike confidence mastery. So the course is about becoming a bike goddess. And every time I mentioned that to people, we're rolling obstacles, we're conquering wood, we're getting through those things, those challenges that we have. And we're becoming a biking goddess. And as soon as I said the words, they're like, oh yes, I want to be a biking goddess. Because it feels good. It makes us feel powerful, right? Because that is what we are. And the problem is that we've disconnected from the feminine energy. So, why I think that this is key and why I want to talk about this is because I've been doing self-development, I swear, my entire life. My dad was all about it. I did Tony Robbins when I was a kid. I did John Kehoe, I was in it, 12 years of age, doing it all. And as I grew into the person that I am now, I feel like there was this disconnect between what was being taught and what I was experiencing as an action sports chick, right? And as getting out and doing the things that I do. I didn't feel like I really fit in with all of these people, because they're business people or they're other people, right? They're not action sports people. And I've been doing this mentorship program for the last couple of years, and I'm like the cool odd chick in the room, and everyone's like, we get it, Tash, you are fun, you are playful, we do not understand you, but we love you. and we think you're terrifying when you show us pictures of being on your bicycle. So I fit in, but I was different. And what I needed to get the messages that I need to hear in order to help me progress, not just in my life, but in what is important to me, which is my passion, which is my biking, right? It's all of the stuff I love to do. And in order for me to progress in that space, I needed something more. I need the manifestation. I need the possibility. I need to know about the abundance. I want to be wealthy. I want to have it all. And having it all means dropping in on any trail, terrified or not, and having fun. And that's what I've really connected with, is that us action sports chicks, we're kind of in an odd place, because we were told to go out and do cool stuff, and that would be cool if we did cool stuff. Go biking, go surfing, go snowboarding, like go and do it with the boys. Be like the boys, right? And I used to get so upset, and I didn't know why when I was watching the snowboarding movies, and then the girls were being the boys. They weren't being girls. They were being boys, they're trying to be cool, smoking their cigarettes, they're dropping the F-bomb, they're like just trying to be very masculine. And I didn't understand at the time what it was about that upset me, and now I get it. It's that we're not boys. We're not. We're girls, and we're women, and we're freaking awesome. And our feminine power is what makes us able to do whatever we want. The problem is we've given it away. And we give it away every time we think that because we're an action sports chick, we don't wear dresses, or we don't put makeup on, or, it's not about the earrings, and it's not about looking pretty. But yet we want to look pretty, and we want to feel good about ourselves, because that is the feminine nature, right? The power that we have comes from our femininity, comes from this beautiful energy that we hold, that is all about the feeling. It's all about the emotion. It's all about the magic. And if we can lean in and lean back and really settle into this space, settle into who the goddess is for us, then we're able to do anything. We will be unstoppable. So how this looks in your biking is that when we're stepping into the masculine, the words that come into our head are, I should be able to do this. What's wrong with me? It's just a rock. Just get on your bike and roll it. Flat pedals, weight back a little bit, heels down. Like, I've got this. I can do this. What is wrong with me? I should just be able to do it. And yet I don't. And yet I can't. And so there's something wrong with me, right? There's obviously something that I am doing wrong that everybody else knows, because I'm scared and I don't want to do this rock. And then I'm pissed off because I didn't do it. And I get off my bike and I throw a little tanty and I walk down thinking, like, seriously, why do I even bother? I suck at this. I'm just going to give up. No, the only reason you suck at it is because you framed it wrong. It's because you went at it with the wrong energy, right? If you can settle into that feminine energy, if you can settle into the space of like, yeah, this rock's scary. I get it. But you know what? We've got some pretty good skills. Remember that clinic we did? We learned how to ride rocks like this. Like, what did we learn? Oh, that's right. We want to do this and that. And what was one of the key points? Oh, we need to look at where we're going. We want to think about where we're approaching, and then we want to commit to that, and then we want to look past it, and we want to roll it. So what do you think? Do you think we could do it? I think we can do it. Well, should we try? Okay. And it's a conversation between you and your human. Human, I get you. It's scary. I'm with you on this, but that's okay. We know what we need to do. We know what the next best action step is, and we can get through this, and we can move on, right? So it's in the framing. It's in the coming up to something and thinking that there's something wrong with you. That you are doing something wrong, which is making this hard and scary, and that you can't do it. As opposed to, you're in a scary situation, and you put yourself there because you know how to deal with it, right? And so you're going to take the next best action step. And sometimes, a lot of the time, whenever you want it to be, the next best action step is literally getting off your bike and walking it like you'd ride it. Because if you walk it like you'd ride it, you're setting that intention. You're allowing your brain to see what needs to be done. And I guarantee you, if you walk it like you'd ride it 1,000,000 times, eventually you will ride it, because there will be no connection between the thing you didn't do and the thing that you did do. And your brain will just think you did it. So if you're popping on, please say hi. Let me know where you're coming from. I don't think I have any comments showing up. So I'm not getting to see the comments, but please say hi. I'm excited to see them later. And let me know what the word goddess means to you. Like when you think about being a biking goddess, tell me. I'd love to know what that does to you inside, how that makes you feel. Like who are you if you're a biking goddess? Okay, so what we've been talking about is why beating ourselves up and trying to get into the masculine doesn't make us better bikers. And the whole theory is that really it needs to be fun. And if it's not fun, you're not going to be able to get over that rock. You're not going to want to even go for the bike ride to start with. So if we start with the fun, if we frame things differently, if we step into the feminine energy, step into the feeling. Like, how do you want your bike ride to feel? We're going to talk about this on Saturday when we talk about dreaming. Because what happens is we don't dream. We don't step into that feeling of what we're looking for. And because we don't have a dream, then we've got nothing to go for. We don't feel it inside. And, Joe Dispenza talks about how when we wake up every day and we have the same thoughts and we do the same things, we're just stepping into probability. We'll just have the same experience. So if you think about that when you're biking, right, you're just going to be stepping into the same bike ride every single time until you start dreaming into the possibility of what that bike ride could look like. And if you can future vision it and you can think about what that bike ride's going to look like. Hi, Anne. So awesome to see you. And hello, Nikki. As I say, pop on. Please say hi. I don't know if I'm getting comments. So back to the feminine, back to why this goddess is important in our lives, whether we're biking, whether we're rock climbing, whether we're skiing, whether we're sailing, or whether we're just being humans and being awesome females in the world. If we continue to fight, it's not going to work. If we continue to step into the manning up and trying to push through, it's not going to work. You've tried it on your bike. Let me know how it's working for you. Can you muscle yourself through that feature that you're scared of? Can you force yourself? Hi, Crystal. Can you force yourself to get through and over something that terrifies you? But what if we leaned back? What if we stepped into the feeling? What if we acknowledged that these things are scary, that everybody struggles? It's biking. We all know it's hard. It's simple. It's not easy. Okay. I got my notes here, so I keep on track. So really what it comes down to is when you are judging yourself as doing something wrong, if you're judging that you are wrong, if you are judging that there needs to be something that changes in order for you to get to where you're going, then you are trying to fix it. And if you're trying to fix something that's broken, you're in lack, and all you're doing is sending the universe the messages that you've still got more to learn. And the universe is pretty awesome, because if you're in lack and you still have things to learn, guess what? You will get more challenges thrown at you. Whether it's on your bike, whether it's in your life, you will see challenges come up whenever you are trying to fix something. Have you ever tried to fix your weight? Like you're 10 pounds overweight, so you're going to fix that because there's something wrong with you because you ate too many chips and you ate too much chocolate. So you're going to go on this diet and you're going to fix yourself, and then you'll be acceptable, and then everyone will love you and everything will be fine. And the first thing you want to do on the first day of the diet is what do you want to do? You want to give up and you want to eat chips. Because feeling like you are wrong and feeling like you need to be fixed makes you feel like poop, and then you don't want to do anything about it. Feeling like you are perfect, that everything, you are as young as you will ever be. You are as talented as you will ever be on a bicycle. You are as beautiful as you will ever be. You smell the nicest that you'll ever smell. Today, you are, right now in this moment, you are it. You are perfect. You are as awesome as you will ever be right now. And in the next moment, you can choose to be more awesome. But right now, you're perfect. There's nothing you need to fix. And that is the key to having fun. And the key to being able to step into that space is getting to know your feminine, is getting to know the goddess. Because the goddess knows she's got this. And she can hold the human, who sometimes gets really scared. Okay, so I wanted to just talk about my experience with the goddess. So I remember very, very clearly when I knew my husband for many, many years, and we'd kind of had an on and off relationship. And I remember going a very long time where I wouldn't kiss him because we weren't together and I didn't want to send the wrong message. And it was like, no. Oh, Roberta, you want to be in my video? I can get you on my video. I don't know how to make that happen. Let me just see. Do you really want it? Okay, hold on a second. Roberta is coming on. We're going to do this. Hey, Roberta. Oh, okay. Were you just trying to tell me about my comments? Okay, so continuing. So me and my husband, we've kind of got this odd relationship. No, all good, Roberta. Now I know I have comments. Thank you. Yay. Okay, so please comment if you're here. I'd love to see you, and I'd love to know what you think of the word goddess. So this is, so here I am. No. And then I realize I'm away for the weekend, and he's living at the mountain. Hey, Julie. And I wanted to kiss him so bad, but I had said no. I said no to myself, to him, to everybody. And it was like breaking down that wall. Once you've said no to something, it's really hard to walk back across the bridge. It took me a whole week. Some stuff happened. Don't worry, I kissed him as soon as I saw him. A week later, it was the worst week of my life. I very much learned in that moment to just do it. So why this is kind of the same as the goddess, or why this reflects my goddess relationship, is I feel like I was doing this course and they're like, create a goddess space. So I created my goddess space. And then I looked at everybody else's goddess spaces, and they're very girly and beautiful and luxurious. And I was like, can I put my bike in my goddess space? Because my bike makes me feel really awesome. And can I put some teddy bears in there? Because they're my friends and I like having them around. And it was just fascinating to step into that space. But then at the same time, in stepping into my goddess space, I stepped in and I was like, this is me. And this is what my goddess is fun. My goddess is an action goddess. And it's okay to be whatever type of goddess you want to be. I found in my life that, I sometimes want to wear a fancy dress, and I live in a not so fancy town, and I'll go into town and everyone will ask me if I'm going to a wedding. And in the past, that's kind of made me feel like, well, okay, so it's not okay for me to dress up just for the hell of dressing up. That's not acceptable here. I can wear my pajamas to the grocery store, but I can't dress up. So there was this disconnect between me and that goddess energy, me and the feminine energy. Olga said, goddess, to have an interest on others and ourselves doing better. Have everyone's interest, smile, the prettiest woman's dress, having presence, be yourself at 100%. Someone doesn't like it, try to share your soul and heart with them and move on when they don't want to see it. Olga, you are amazing. That is absolutely 100% it. Olga has summed this up so perfectly. It's absolutely that. It's to have our best interests and everybody else's in our space. It's to lead ourselves through so the universe can follow, so other people know what your energetic standards are. It's not about being girly, but it kind of is. Because what's really interesting is when we allow ourselves to feel good, and when we allow ourselves to step into that goddess space, you kind of want to put the earrings on, and not for anybody else. It becomes about us. And that's the problem, is when we're in the masculine, we do it for other people. We're riding our bikes so that other people think we're cool. We're doing the mountain biking sport because we live in a town where mountain biking is what is done. We're not really sure if we actually want to do it, but we're doing it because that's what we think will get the approval from other people. And that's where the trouble comes, is when we've got these holes and we're wanting other people to fill the holes. And so when they don't fill the holes, or when they're there and then they take themselves away, they take something with them. You can only take something away if you gave it to me, right? If I'm fully whole and I'm here and the goddess has got this, then like, you can't take anything from me. If I don't make that rock feature, hey Anne, lovely to see you. If I don't make that rock feature, I don't make that rock feature. Oh well, the rock feature didn't add anything to me. It didn't make me more of anything. It was just something I was choosing to think about doing. It was a challenge that I was taking on. And I get to either take on my challenges or I get to leave them behind. But as the goddess in the goddess space, you get to make that choice. You're no longer feeling like you are in a lack. You no longer feel like you need to fix anything, because you get to do whatever feels good. The masculine is all about the doing. The masculine is about the fixing. And there is so much that the masculine does that's awesome. And being in our masculine energy is great to get things done. But when we're trying to bike and we're trying to live and we're trying to have fun and we're trying to live in the ease and the flow, masculine energy is not serving us. So we need to learn how to step into the goddess. All right. So I think what's really important is noticing whether you've put up barriers to the goddess. Noticing whether you make judgments on other people, if they're, you know, taking selfies and posting their profile pics on Facebook, and every day it's just how pretty their makeup is or their dress or whatever. Hey David, nice to see you here. Whatever it is, right? That's where we start to kind of mess up. It's when we've made those judgments and then we feel like we can't do it ourselves. You know what? No one's really paying any attention. No one's really noticing. You gain 5 pounds, you're the only one that really notices. You wear a pretty dress, people notice because you look good. That's it. No one's really paying attention. No one's really judging. And if they are, well, in that goddess energy, who cares? If I don't ride the rock, that doesn't make me less Betty Gohard. If I don't beat you down the trail, or I'm too slow getting to the top of it, doesn't make me less than. Just makes me human, right? And in the goddess energy, that's okay. So just to kind of recap, what I've been talking about is the feminine energy. So in the feminine energy, we lean back. We lean into the feelings. We lean into the beauty and the essence. We lean into the intention. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going. We know what we want. We ask for what we want, and we lead others to treat us in the manner that we want to be treated in. We don't let life beat us up. We don't let ourselves beat ourselves up. We know that we are fully whole and that everything is just a new adventure and an opportunity to see our edges and an opportunity to grow and an opportunity to be more than where we are right now. Because as I say, you're as young as you are. You're as awesome as you'll ever be. What's the next best action step that you can take if you want to be more awesome? That's all that matters. Okay. I love it when I look at my notes and I've already said everything on here. I got this. So in essence, the goddess leads herself by creating the experience that she wants to have. The biking goddess leads herself by choosing the experience that she's going to have, not letting the experience tell her what the experience was. Okay, so please let me know, hashtag BGH if you're watching the replay. If you're here, say hi. Let me know who you are, where in the world you're coming at. If you have any thoughts, if you have any comments, any questions on anything I've said, I would love to see your comments. I just want to let you know, so on Saturday, we're doing part 2 of the Becoming a Goddess Masterclass. And we are going to talk about, I totally wrote this down. Now I'm reading it and not thinking about it. So we're going to talk about how you can't have fun if you're not dreaming. So how can you have fun if you don't dream? So we're going to talk about dreams and why it's so important to dream. And, you know, the reason I'm talking about dreams is because when I did my research and I would ask people, what's your dream day? I didn't get it on my, oh my goodness, my dream day is, and I'm going to do this, and it's going to be amazing. I got out, oh, that's a tough question. You mean with biking? Or with like everyday life? Like, I don't know my dreams. So we're going to talk about why you need to get those dreams sorted. And I tell you what, I've been working on my dreams since, I don't know, sometime in May. I started dream weaving, and I started really creating a magical manifestation of my dreams. And so I'm going to share with you how that transformed my life, and why dreams step us into possibility, and why possibility allows us to have magic in our lives, and most importantly on our bike rides. Okay, so so that's happening Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you haven't registered, go to bettygohard.com/goddess, and you can register for the course, this masterclass, and then that will give you the updates and the emails, and then you'll get the links to the replays once it's all over. So if you haven't done that, please go over and register. We will be here again on Saturday, so 10 o'clock Saturday on my personal feed. We also have the Bike Confidence Mastery course, which is coming up. It starts on October the 21st. If you want to know more information about that, just leave off the /goddess, bettygohard.com. All the details are up. We are going to learn how to find fun and flow on our bicycles, and we're going to figure out how to roll obstacles, conquer the wood, and generally just really step into our power. So it's not about the ride. It's about how much fun we're having. It's about our intention. We're in charge. We're in control of our experience. We're going to be really talking about how we want to create the experiences that we want to talk about, right? As opposed to letting the experience happen for us. And if we step into the dream, then we're stepping into the experience that we want to be able to talk about when we're telling people about what we did, right? And, you know, it's a great way to think about things. You know, how do you want to remember this later? How do you want to tell this story, right? That's where we're going to go on Saturday. So don't miss that, 10 o'clock Saturday morning, Pacific Standard Time, if you are not here on the West Coast. And then on Monday, I am taking part of the most amazing event I think is ever going to happen this year. It is called True Story Festival. Through the Make Your Story Matter people, and it's the Better Than TED Talk. It's basically what Ted wants to be when he grows up. We are presenting a full day festival. I'm going to be presenting my story, which is all about how we think we need to get better to have fun, but in fact we actually just need to have fun to get better. And I'm going to share that one with you on Monday at 6 o'clock on the Betty Gohard page. So you guys get a sneak preview to my talk that I'm going to be presenting at the Story Festival. I will also be telling you more about the Story Festival during that time as well. It's an amazing event. Mark your calendars for the 14th of November. A lot of amazing women and men coming in to just, talk about their stories, and so much information around this. There's a lot of feminine energy talking about the pulling back our power, just all of the things, whether it's with business, whether it's with, you know, your story, whether it's with your organization, whether it's in your own personal power, whatever it is for you, there will be a presenter presenting a story, and then we're doing workshops. It's going to be amazing. All that to say, come on Monday at 6 o'clock, because I'm going to be doing my first public speaking of the speech that I'm going to give of my talk, and I am so excited about this talk. I'm really really amped to bring the whole concept of fun into the world in a different way. Now, even when I said it to my dad, I was like, Dad, it's about having fun. He's like, life isn't about having fun. I'm like, well, if life isn't about having fun, what is the point, right? So I am Natasha. I am the Bike Whisperer. My goal in life is to bring more fun to your bike ride, to your skiing, to climbing, and most importantly, to help you see that it's all about having fun first. And then everything else flows. You want to get out of bed. You want to go for that bike ride. You want to parent your kids. You want to have an amazing relationship. All of these things start with your intention. And the goddess leads herself. So when the goddess knows that it's about fun, goddess creates fun. All right, I would love to hear your comments. Hashtag Betty Go Hard if you are watching the replay. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us today, and I hope to see you all on Saturday. If you know anybody who would enjoy this, please share. I forgot to tell you guys at the beginning, but I am going to be giving away a spot in the Bike Confidence Mastery course that starts on the 21st. For anybody who's basically share, if you share the masterclass out, tag Natasha Lockie. We're going to put anyone, all the names in a hat. What's the wheel of names? And then we'll do the wheel of names and we'll be giving away a spot. So if you know of anyone that would benefit from this masterclass, becoming a goddess, finding out how the bike and the goddess come together and why that's a relationship you want to foster, please share the link. And as I say, anyone who shares it out and tags me in there, we will put you in the draw to win a spot in our upcoming course, which is super exciting. So thank you so very much. What I want to do is I want to see all of us step into our power. When we work together, when we rise together, when I work on me and I can help you work through your challenges, it's good for everybody. And as my coach Melanie and Leah likes to say, it's good for me. It's good for you. It's good for us. We rise together. So get out there. Have fun on your bike. I'm so excited to see you on Saturday. Let me know what you think about being a goddess. And have a absolutely fabulous sunny Thursday. My world seems to be thawing slightly. So maybe I might be able to finish my work. Oh, I just made my tripod all weird. And go for a bike ride. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Have a fabulous day. All right. And check out bettygohard.com. All right. See you later. Bye.